Hello, I'm Michaela Jane and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how I got to where I am today. It's been quite a journey to say the least. Lots of ups and downs and messy bits in between, as is life. But I'd like to share with you more of my journey of healing and transformation. But before I do, I have to really tell you about what I actually went through. So, from being a child, I went through sexual abuse from as far back as I remember, up until I was 17. And it wasn't until I was 17 that I actually built up the courage to speak about it and to get it to stop. And it took a lot. I was absolutely petrified, but it took a lot to speak up, and obviously I'm glad that I did. So from there on, I was 18 when I got married, and even though the marriage didn't work out, I got 2 beautiful children, so I'm absolutely grateful for that. And from there on, I went on and moved in with a man who, up until that time, I'd never felt love in a relationship, and I did feel love off him, which was beautiful at first. But he was an alcoholic, and a few months after after I moved in, he started hitting us, and it just went on from one simple slap, and it just got worse and worse and worse, to the point where my children got took off us. The police knew what was going on in the household, and obviously it wasn't a very good environment for the children or for me. But I didn't have the courage at the time to leave, because I was absolutely petrified of him. Petrified of what he might do. Petrified because he'd said that he was going to kill himself, that he was going to kill me, that he was going to kill my family. So, anyway, like I said, after my children got took off us, I felt, well, I was just so low. I was at the point of I was at rock bottom, and I was just ready to leave this earth. I felt like I had nothing left inside. In fact, the day that I tried to commit suicide, I went out for a walk with him, and I felt like a zombie. Literally felt like a zombie, and I just wasn't in my body. My mind, my consciousness was just, like I said, ready to go. Anyway, so I did. I tried to commit suicide, and when he realised what was happening, so I took an overdose, but hid all the packets of tablets and everything like that, hid them in the bottom of the bin, but he found them anyway. And yeah, anyway, he made us sick. He didn't take us to the hospital because I was covered in bruises and chunks of hair missing and scars and everything. So, like I said, he just made us sick, put us to bed, and then the next day, obviously, I woke up. Anyway, so it wasn't long after that, I think it was maybe a week after that, I knew I had to leave. I knew I did. I knew I had to get out of that situation. Now, he used to lock us in the house, but one day he went out and he forgot to lock the door, and there was a bike in the garden out the front, and I just I had £23 in my pocket, and I just left everything, got on that bike and just pedalled as fast as I could to the police station. and they took us straight away to the women's refuge in Darlington. And then went and stayed at me Auntie Dorothy's, because she lived right not far from it actually. I stayed at me Auntie Dorothy's for the night, and then went and moved back in with mum and dad and got my kids back. So anyway, moving on from that, 3 weeks after I left, he died. The man I was with, he died, and obviously for a long time I felt like it was my fault. I felt guilty. I absolutely hated myself anyway. I had no self-esteem, nothing. I was really badly depressed, and I turned to drink myself, drinking every day, crying my eyes out. Oh my goodness, what a mess I was. Dear me, it feels like a whole other lifetime now since all of that. So anyway, moving on from that, I went from one relationship to the other. I just couldn't settle in relationships. I couldn't be within a relationship for very long at all, because after that, those experiences, I was always in protection mode, trying to protect myself from anything ever happening to me ever again. So anytime I saw one thing wrong, that was it, they were gone. Which obviously wasn't very good, but that's how it was at the time. It was my survival mechanism, I suppose. So anyway, eventually I ended up meeting a Buddhist man when I was on holiday, and conversations with him, I knew, sorry, before that, just before the holiday, I knew I had to change. I was a bit of a wild party girl. I said no self-respect or anything like that. I'd even taken drugs and what have you. Anyway, so I knew I had to change, and then I went on holiday and I met this Buddhist man, and the conversations that we had in one night just completely, whoa, sparked my mind, blew my mind, expanded. I was like soul expanding, mind expanding, and from there on I just went on a search for knowledge, for healing, for transformation, and I looked into Buddhism, which led us to the path of this book. When I went to the library to look up Buddhism, I found a book which really stood out to us. I was like, read me. And that was called Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanya Roman, and that was just like a godsend, because reading that was just, it was like parts of us just lighten up and lighten up and lighten up, and I just went on a journey from there. That was the start of my spiritual journey and spiritual awakening, I was there. And I went on to, I had a friend, I knew someone who was a medium, and all that kind of thing petrified us before for them, from where I was brought up. Anything like that was demonic and everything like that, so I was a bit scared of that, but very intrigued at the same time, because things were happening in my house, and I was having mad dreams with spirit in, and I just needed answers. I just wanted to know, and so I ended up going to this circle with this woman and learning mediumship, and then from there I was going to open up a healing centre with my cousin and the man who ran the circle. But for that, he said that we needed certificates. So we looked into Reiki. Now, from doing Reiki, that's when my life completely changed around from there, because that, obviously, when you start doing Reiki, that is about self-healing, and that was what I needed so much at the time, and it just helped me so much to release so much crap that I've been through in the past. Completely changed my life around, and for that I'm so grateful for the lovely teacher and for me cousin for the journey that we shared together as well. So from there I went on and did looked into working with the angels as well, and then I did NLP, NLP, trauma resolution. And as I was doing all of these things, it was just releasing and releasing and releasing more and more crap from me, more and more the things that I'd been through. I was healing and releasing and expanding and growing and absolutely loving it, completely loving it, and also helping people as well at the same time. So from there I went and I did, what did I do after that? I think it was the past life regression, and we did regression, progression, which is going into future lives, and also into the bardo state, which is in between lives. Yeah, that was really interesting, because I had some past life experiences popping up in dream state and in meditation, and yeah, that was very interesting. Yeah. So from there, what did I do? Yeah. Oh, I got into the art and jewellery making, and then the coaching side of things, and it's all just flourished from there. So from the crappy start that I had to life, it's unreal how much I've actually grown and learned, and the wisdom and the knowledge that I've gained from it, all the strength, unbelievable. I feel like raw warrior woman, unbelievable strength that I've got through it all. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm really so proud of myself for how far I've come and for how much I can help people as well, because from the things that I've been through, I've got a greater understanding of people, a greater understanding of the mind, the body, the soul, the emotions, and I can help people at a deep level, really to regain their power, regain the strength, and focus forward, and really learn to live through love, live and create through love as well now, which is really important. Anyway, it's getting to 12 minutes. God, I've been rambling on quite a bit, haven't I? But it was an important video to make. So I'm wishing you a lovely day, and I'll speak again very soon. Ciao for now.